Monday, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddison Hill, and yes, we are kicking this week off with a pop-off with Maddison. For today's pop-off, I have to fill you guys in on the latest with Shanna Moakler, Kourtney Kardashian, and Travis Barker. I know I've been talking about them a lot, but I promised you guys that I would keep you updated on everything that has to deal with them. They have been bringing a lot of hot tea, and let me tell you, over the weekend, the tea went from hot to boiling when Shanna Moakler spoke to TMZ and accused Kim and Kourtney and Travis, basically, of destroying her family. Talk about an incredibly heavy accusation. Plus, she also said a lot of other things that I can't wait to discuss with you guys. Also, I've got to fill you guys in on Alabama's Instagram Live that she did on Friday. She revealed that she hasn't seen Shanna in 7 months. And I'm also going to fill you in on this recent report from E! News, conveniently, about how close Kourtney Kardashian is with both of Travis Barker's kids. So yeah, we have a lot to talk about. It is extremely piping hot tea. I know I've already said it once, but it's that good. I feel like I've got to say it again. But because it is Monday, you guys know I love to check in with the House of Hill. I love to see how you guys are feeling, how you're doing, how your weekend was. I had a great weekend. On Friday, I had dinner with my girlfriends, lots of wine, lots of carbs, aka my favorite combination. Caught up on Cruel Summer, which is a freeform show, but they upload the episodes to Hulu. Highly recommend. I also started Mayor of Easttown, which is on HBO Max. It has Kate Winslet in it. I absolutely love Kate Winslet, and I have loved seeing her drop her British accent and take on the Philly accent. One of my best friends is from Philly, so she did inform me the accent is authentic. Essentially, if you love any true crime, scripted type of situation, then I highly recommend both of those shows. Of course, don't forget to tell me how you're doing down there in the comments. I really do love to know. I love our check-in sessions, and I'm happy to hear that most of you love them too. However, I do know there are some of you out there who like to go straight to the tea. So if you are one of those people, help out your fellow straight to the tea people and make sure you put this time code, because it is time to officially start unwrapping these Kourtney Kardashian, Travis Barker, and Shanna Moakler facts. All right, so for those of you who have absolutely no idea what's going on, let's say that this video just popped up onto your YouTube, well then let me be the first to tell you that since Kourtney Kardashian started dating Travis Barker back in February, there has been non-stop drama with his ex-wife, Shanna Moakler. Before the weekend, Shanna Moakler was speaking to everybody and anybody. She doubled down on claims that Travis Barker had an affair with Kim Kardashian in the past. She claims to have proof of this alleged affair. Plus, she also spoke out and defended herself against the claim that she's an absentee parent to her 2 children that she shares with Travis Barker, Landon, and Alabama. On top of all of that, she also made the comment several times that she believes the only reason why her 2 children, Alabama and Landon, are friendly with Kourtney and like Kourtney is because her and her family give them Prada every day. Yes, I'm aware of how ridiculous that sounds, but Shanna Moakler mentioned that in more than one interview, so it's an important detail. That's truly the condensed version of what's been going on the past week, so if you guys want all of the information and all of the details, which I highly recommend you catch up on, definitely check out my 2 pop-offs I did on these 3 last week. I give you all the details. Now that you guys have a little bit of background info, that brings us to the fresh tea that we must discuss. First, we're going to talk about this recent report from E! News where we conveniently learned how close Kourtney Kardashian is getting to Travis Barker's 2 children, Landon and Alabama. And yes, I know you're probably thinking, Maddison, isn't it funny how we're conveniently getting this report after her kids both spoke out on social media and said they have little to no relationship with her? And yes, let me answer your question. It is funny, but at the end of last week, I also warned Shanna to not go against Mama Chris and her PR machine, so what else did we expect? Anyway, in the report, a source shared that Kourtney has become very close with Travis's 2 kids, especially Alabama, who is his 15-year-old daughter. The source also confirmed that the 2 kids have a, quote, rough relationship with their mother, and went on to say, quote, Kourtney has been a huge support system for them. The insider went on to say that Alabama, quote, looks up to Kourtney a lot, and that she knows she can go to Kourtney for advice or support with anything going on. The source also pointed out that Kourtney enjoys spending time with both of Travis's kids, and the fact that they live down the street from her makes it easy to do fun things together. Now, the source ended their insider info saying, quote, of course it will never be as if Kourt is their biological mother, but it's comforting for Alabama to have Kourt around. Both of Travis's kids are so happy seeing their dad in love. It's been a great fit for everyone. Which, a little side tea for you, Travis did call Kourtney Kardashian the love of his life in the comment of one of her recent Instagram posts. So I'm happy to hear that regardless of whatever drama they have going down with Shanna Moakler, at least his kids are on board with his relationship, because clearly Travis is head over heels. Now, while you're processing that report from E! News, let me fill you guys in on what Alabama had to say about her mom during her Instagram Live on Friday, because again, there was some serious tea. According to the Daily Mail, Alabama went live on Instagram, not for very long, but just long enough to tell people to stop defending her mom. During the live, Alabama said Shanna, quote, asked to see me maybe once. I've gone 7 months without seeing my mom and her not calling me once. So if you guys support that, go for it, support it, I don't care. Alabama also reportedly said, quote, "You're saying don't disrespect the person who gave you life, but the woman who gave me life isn't in my life." If that wasn't already a lot for you guys to take in, she ended her live asking people not to come and talk bad about her just because they believe Shanna more than her. She maintained that she's not out here disrespecting her mom, but that she has an opinion and she's not afraid to say it. And you know what? I hate to say it for Alabama's sake, just because clearly her and her mom have a very difficult relationship, but I think she has a little bit more of her mom in her than she probably would like to admit, because Shanna also has an opinion about Kourtney, Travis, and Kim Kardashian, and she's not afraid to share it. Okay, here's where I think the really boiling hot tea comes in. So over the weekend, TMZ caught Shanna and her boyfriend Matthew after they had gotten dinner in Woodland Hills. So first, the TMZ photog asked her what she thinks about her kids accusing her of being an absentee mom. Shanna said that it's heartbreaking and every mother's worst nightmare. Shanna then went on to look at Matthew and she says, quote, "We just had dinner with our kids and all their friends 3 weeks ago," which doesn't match Alabama's timeline where she claims she hasn't spoken to her mother or seen her mother in 7 months. But again, I'm filling you in on the words from Shanna's mouth. She went on to say that all of this drama with her kids started when her husband started dating a certain person. She refused to say Kourtney's name at the beginning. Shanna then continued speaking to the photog and maintained that she's known about Kim Kardashian and Travis Barker's alleged affair for a long time, and that she talked about it 10 years ago when it allegedly happened. Therefore, she's not bringing it back up because she's jealous of Kourtney and Travis. She then went on to blame the Kardashians for the status of her family, saying, quote, "My family is broken because of this family, and now my kids and I are alienated from each other because of another sister in the family. So yay for me." Yikes! She went on to say she doesn't care about Kourtney and Travis at all and in any capacity. She said all she cares about are her children and mending her relationships with them. Again, Shanna wanted to make sure everybody knew she is not jealous of Travis Barker being with Kourtney Kardashian. She said that she is very happy in her relationship and that she will continue to speak out and defend herself and her kids despite getting bullied daily by Kardashian fans. And you guys, I wish that's all Shanna said, but then at the end of the TMZ video, the photog asked her if she could say anything to Kourtney or Kim, what would she say? And Shanna said, quote, "Thanks for destroying my family twice." You guys, I am dying and I need to pop off immediately, so let's go ahead and get to the shambong. Alright, so first up, just because it's fresh on our brains, let's talk about what Shanna had to say to TMZ. You know what? Say what you will about her, say what you will about Shanna Moakler, you cannot deny that she has some serious freaking chutzpah to go out there to TMZ and make the bold claim that Kim Kardashian and Kourtney Kardashian destroyed her family. I'm telling you, she said this with her whole entire freaking chest, and at the end of the day, no matter how much I disagree with her antics, I can't lie, that was pretty BA in my opinion. Not saying I agree with her, not saying I think it's right, but I am not lying when I tell you, when I watched that TMZ clip, my jaw dropped so quickly. I clutched my pearls, my blood pressure went up, the upper lip sweat started. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe she said that. And I won't lie to you guys, I keep it very transparent. I'm very real with you. I was living for the drama, but after I was done, I put my mature cap back on and I was like, okay, Maddison, these are real people and we've got to analyze what's going on here. And honestly, the conclusion I came to when I really sat to think about these three, and of course Alabama and Landon, is that at the end of the day, this is just a very sad situation. Because, you know, ultimately, Shanna constantly talking trash on her ex-husband and his current girlfriend and also his girlfriend's sister, the only thing that's doing is making her relationship with her children much worse. And in my opinion, although she says that she's over the past and that she's not jealous, I think it's showing that she is still clearly very hurt. And unfortunately, her inability to get over that hurt or work through that hurt is affecting her present and potentially her future. And you know what? Because I have been going kind of hard on Shanna in my past couple videos, over the weekend, I really try to put myself in her shoes and see things through her perspective. And where I truly think she's at, again, this is me trying to put myself into Shanna's brain, I think Shanna sees this situation as her ex-husband who cheated on her is now madly in love with the woman's sister who he cheated on her with. Again, this is allegedly, we're pretending we're in Shanna's shoes. And so I think for her, that is a very hard pill to swallow. She's still very salty salty. And on top of that, you add in the fact that she has a strained relationship with her children, and you're constantly hearing about how much your kids love this new woman who your ex-husband is dating, who again has a connection to a woman who you believe destroyed your family. Like, it's no wonder that Shanna is absolutely salty. However, although I do see her perspective and I can put myself in her shoes, I still highly disagree with her antics, because at the end of the day, at least in my opinion and what I believe, when you are a parent, you cannot publicly be salty, you cannot be publicly petty, or any of that sort of nonsense towards your ex. Because at the end of the day, all that is going to do is drive a bigger wedge between you and your kids, and it's just not a good look. And again, to bring it back to her kids, I really can't imagine that it is helping their relationship at all, especially when all we've heard is how nice Kourtney is to Travis's kids, how much she has welcomed them, how much she wants to spend time with them. I mean, hello, again, this e-news source, which I know is good PR for Kourtney, I do believe that she is very mothering to these kids, because the only thing that Kourtney has maintained from day one is that she is a mom first. That is where her priorities are. So I do believe that she is being that mother figure for Landon and Alabama, and I know that that is killing Shanna, and she wants to tell everyone it's killing her and totally badmouth Kourtney and Travis over it, but she just can't do it. I will say, as far as Alabama's Instagram Live, I found it interesting that she made claims she hasn't spoken to her mother or seen her mother in 7 months, but then when Shanna was speaking to TMZ, she says that, oh, we had dinner with our kids and their friends 3 weeks ago. There's obviously a major disparity there, and for some reason, I'm a little more apt to believe Alabama. Why else would she say that? Why else would she make that claim? And we know that Shanna is absolutely in damage control mode. And also, in full transparency, I have not looked into her boyfriend's life, his past, anything. He could very well have kids, and those could be the kids that she's referencing that they had dinner with 3 weeks ago. And the reason why I'm not doing it is because I just get major clout chaser vibes from this guy, and I refuse to give him any more clout than he's already getting by making sure he's right by Shanna's side for all of these interviews. And honestly, regardless of the timeline disparity, as someone who speaks to their mom literally 87 times a day, regardless, I feel like if Shanna hasn't seen or heard from Alabama in 3 weeks or 7 months, whatever it is, I think both are super unfortunate. As far as where we go from here, I don't think Shanna Moakler is backing down at all anytime soon. I think she is still going to continue to make the claims that Kim Kardashian had an affair with Travis Barker. I think she's still going to continue to publicly go after Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian. I think the Kardashian PR camp is definitely gearing up. I think they're putting some things in their arsenal. Again, this is just what I think, so we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that. And as far as if I think any of this is going to affect Kourtney and Travis's relationship, if it is going to affect their relationship, it's not doing so yet. Again, don't know what the future holds, but as of right now, I see them continuing to stay together and continuing to be obsessed with one another in private and on Instagram. All right, guys, that is the latest I have for you on Shanna Moakler, Travis Barker, and Kourtney Kardashian. Let out all your thoughts and feels down below, especially let me know what you think about Shanna Moakler making the claim that Kim and Kourtney destroyed her family twice. You guys, while you're at it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell. Also, I'm headed to Disney California Adventure today for the first time since the pandemic happened. If you guys are new to my channel or new to following me on Instagram, I am a total Disney girl. Love Disney. My family had annual passes, obviously until they were taken away during the pandemic, but I am heading back to Disney today for the first time in over a year. I'm so freaking pumped. So if you want to see my Disney adventures, and of course for more celeb content, make sure you follow me over on my Instagram. I do many pop-offs on my Instagram reels Monday through Friday, so make sure you check those out. For more fun content, make sure you follow me over on TikTok. I need to get better about it. So if you want to follow me, that would be super, super cool. Also, you guys can check out my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.